Tesla, the unstoppable force promising to electrify the world. Elon Musk, the visionary genius leading the revolution. That was the hype. But behind the headlines of global factories and record-breaking production, a different reality unfolded. One filled with delays, controversies, and bitter battles across continents. Did the very man who built the Tesla dream ultimately break it? The narrative often told is an inevitable triumph led by a singular visionary. But the reality is far more complicated. Tesla's mission, accelerating the world's transition to sustainable energy, demanded more than building cool cars. It required a global revolution, challenging entrenched industries and expanding into Earth's most complex markets. We're going beyond the hype to investigate a critical question. Did Elon Musk's leadership sabotage Tesla's global ambitions? The answer reveals more than just a company's fate. It shows what happens when extraordinary vision collides with the messy reality of our world. Tesla's global blueprint. Let's start with the blueprint. Tesla wasn't just selling cars, it was selling a future powered by sustainable energy. But to make that future affordable and accessible, they needed scale, massive scale. The Roadster and Model S proved the tech worked, but the true game changers, Model 3 and Model Y, required production lines churning out millions, not thousands. Enter the Gigafactory concept. The factory is the product, the machine that builds the machine, Musk famously declared. These weren't ordinary assembly plants, but vertically integrated behemoths designed to crush costs, especially for batteries. The heart of every EV, Nevada and New York, were the test beds, but global dominance meant planting flags overseas. The strategy was brilliant. Target China with its massive EV appetite, government incentives, and cost savings potential. Target Europe with its environmentally conscious consumers and tightening emissions regulations pressuring legacy automakers. Complement the factories with a disruptive direct-to-consumer sales model. Sleek showrooms and online ordering designed to control the customer experience, avoid dealer conflicts, and get direct feedback. This entire system, gigafactories, direct sales, vertical integration down to software and battery cells, was Tesla's global gambit. It wasn't just about selling EVs, but implanting the Tesla way worldwide, challenging every industry norm. But this concentration created vulnerabilities. Billions invested in specific locations made Tesla hypersensitive to regional disruptions. And China and Europe couldn't have been more different battlegrounds. Giga Shanghai. First stop, Shanghai. In July 2018, Musk signed a groundbreaking deal with the Shanghai government. The breakthrough? Tesla became the first foreign automaker in decades allowed 100% ownership. No joint venture required. Crucial support came from officials like Li Qiang, whom Musk publicly thanked. The goals were clear: dodge tariffs, tap the massive Chinese market, and build a powerful export hub. Construction and production ramped at breathtaking speed, what the Chinese call China speed. From groundbreaking to vehicles rolling off the line in under a year. From 1,000 cars weekly in early 2020 to 8,000 by year-end. Capacity eventually exceeded 750,000 vehicles annually, making it Tesla's biggest factory by far. By 2023, it produced over half of Tesla's global deliveries and became the primary export engine supplying Europe and markets across Asia. Analysts estimated China through Shanghai contributed up to half of Tesla's global profits in 2022. But whispers grew louder about the real cost. Allegations of excessive overtime beyond legal limits. Claims of wage practices potentially amounting to forced labor. interference with supplier unions. Human rights groups flagged concerns about aluminum potentially sourced from Xinjiang, where forced labor allegations persist. While Tesla denied finding evidence, these accusations stained the brand's sustainable image. Geopolitics added another layer of complexity. A brief halt in Giga Shanghai's expansion in early 2023 reportedly linked to Beijing's concerns over Musk's SpaceX and Starlink activities. U.S. lawmakers grew increasingly worried about the Chinese Communist Party potentially leveraging Tesla's dependence to influence Musk, especially given his advisory role to President Trump. Musk further complicated matters by publicly endorsing Beijing's position on Taiwan. Perhaps most threatening is the competition. Chinese EV giants like BYD have risen meteorically. With its deep battery integration and wider model range, BYD surpassed Tesla in global sales for periods and became China's top-selling car brand overall. Tesla's growth in China stalled, forcing significant price cuts that squeezed margins. Early 2025 sales showed continued pressure. The initial red carpet had worn thin as China achieved its own EV industry goals. Giga Berlin. If Shanghai was about speed, Berlin became a lesson in friction. Announced in November 2019 near Brandenburg, the site was meant to be Tesla's European fortress. But the initial political enthusiasm quickly evaporated. Musk grew intensely frustrated with German bureaucracy, publicly complaining it undermined climate goals. The permitting process became a maze. Tesla tried to shortcut, starting construction based only on preliminary approvals, a considerable gamble showing either impatience or hubris. Environmental opposition exploded. Groups mobilized against clearing 175 hectares of forest, even if just plantation pines, as Musk argued. Water became the fiercest battleground. The factory needed vast amounts in a water-scarce region within a protected drinking zone. Reports of wastewater discharge exceeding pollution limits fueled local outrage. Tesla insisted on its recycling efforts, but the damage to its green image was done. Resistance took many forms. Hundreds of formal objections, delayed permits, demonstrations, tree-sitting activists in the forest, and finally, a suspected arson attack on a power pylon in 2024 that shut down production. The result? Massive delays. The original 2021 production target evaporated. The factory finally opened in March 2022 amid protests, with a slower ramp-up than Shanghai's blistering pace. Beyond environment, Tesla clashed with Germany's powerful labor unions. Tesla maintained its anti-union stance, while IG Metall actively organized workers. The conflict spread across Scandinavia, with Swedish mechanics striking and Danish dock workers refusing to unload Teslas. Musk's dismissive reaction, calling the strikes insane, only hardened resistance, highlighting the profound incompatibility between Tesla's Silicon Valley ethos and European labor traditions. The Musk factor. This brings us to the man himself, a catalyst for both brilliance and controversy. His leadership style defies simple description. The visionary ambition and intense hands-on approach that drove Tesla's boldest moves. The nano manager obsessed with detail, demanding grueling hours, challenging norms with first principles thinking, embracing risk like few others. But there's a shadow side. Biographer Walter Isaacson describes Jekyll and Hyde mood swings and an emotional shut-off valve, making him seem callous. He can be supportive yet controlling, encourage openness but punish dissent. This complex style shaped the expansion. His drive accelerated Shanghai, but arguably inflamed Berlin's friction. His public persona amplified through Twitter, now X, became a massive variable. A powerful branding tool, yes, but also a constant source of controversy. His diplomatic missteps had direct consequences. Praising Chinese officials helped initially, but wading into Taiwan politics created complications. In Germany, publicly blasting bureaucracy didn't help. Appearing at a far-right AfD rally caused significant backlash and reportedly drove boycotts. In Sweden, dismissing union strikes as insane only strengthened opposition. The impact on Tesla's brand has been profound. Once the darling of environmentally conscious progressives, it became intensely polarized, mirroring Musk himself. Consumer trust plummeted as surveys showed significant numbers avoiding Tesla, specifically because of Musk. The company became dangerously exposed to his every tweet and political stance. His disdain for traditional advertising meant no independent brand buffer existed. Tesla was Elon's car company, for better or worse. Current landscape and future challenges. Where does this leave Tesla today? The landscape is more challenging than ever. Vertical integration provided resilience during COVID, but it concentrates risk from production bottlenecks to ethically fraught raw materials. Competition is relentless. BYD mastering batteries and scaling globally. Legacy giants finally throwing their weight into EVs with existing dealer networks. Tesla's market share is shrinking in key regions, forcing price wars that hurt profits. Geopolitics remains a minefield. U.S.-China tensions affect everything from supply chains to market access. European regulations, labor laws, and potential tariffs on Chinese imports threaten Shanghai's export viability. Ethical scrutiny around labor rights, forced labor risks, and environmental impact intensifies globally. Not just compliance issues, but threats to the core brand promise of sustainability. Musk's strategic pivot adds another layer of uncertainty. Less focus on maximizing EV production. More on the massive gamble of robo-taxis, humanoid robots, and AI. Is this visionary genius seeing the next wave, or diverting focus when the core business needs it most? If you found this deep dive into Tesla's global journey insightful, hit that like button and subscribe for more analysis of the forces shaping our world. Share your thoughts below. Is Musk Tesla's indispensable visionary or its greatest liability? The conversation continues beyond the hype.